Welcome to the Art of Playalongs. Today I will talk about 5 concepts for playalongs. It will be quite a long video, but bear with me. You might not find everything big news, but I think you'll find something to think about. Cool. Let's do it. Okay. First, number 1 is my newest addition to my playalong library is the Peter Erskine apps, which I have for the iPad. I have no idea if you can find them for Android. I hope so. I think so. But here's the thing. Open up the app. Looks like this. Erskine without an I. You choose a song. Like this. You can see the chart for the song. You play the song. This is kind of sounds like impressions, called depressions. But here's the cool feature. You open up the mixer and you can easily mute the drums, mute the click, and that's kind of it. You can also record yourself, either with the built-in mics, which will probably sound crappy, or not probably, it will sound crappy. But you can also use the Apple's camera connection kit and record the audio with your Zoom or similar device, and that will sound pretty good, I think. So that's cool. The only thing with this app is you can't change the tempo since it's real musicians playing these songs, but that's also a big plus since you got to play with really good piano player and really good bass player. It's Alan Pasca and Derek Olds. Derek Olds on bass and Alan Pasca on piano and Peter Erskine on drums, who play on these DVDs. This is the Erskine Jazz number 2. It's a number 1 as well. They are $12 around each. And there's also a similar app, Mintzer Big Band. Here you can play entire big band charts, like this. If you, it's hard to see here, but you can mix the entire big band, like mute some instruments and take away the drums, and of course you get all the charts. So that's an awesome thing. So number 1 was the Erskine apps. I really recommend those. Let's move on. Okay, everybody. The next thing, number 2, is probably no news for anyone out there. But I have to mention it since it's the best thing ever in the history of mankind for use in the practice room. The kind of sequencer programs. If you have Logic or some program like that, it's of course much better. But for practicing purposes, GarageBand in the iPad works super duper. Look, program. You can't hear anything right now, so I'll actually don't play it. But I programmed a bass, only bass, playing blues, 4 bars, then silence for 4 bars. And it loops around and around. Of course, I'll turn off my microphone when I do the metronome when I do this. So it's the best timing exercise in the world. These kind of exercises you can probably find on some kind of CDs and stuff, but with this program, you can change the tempo to like what you want, and you can just kind of move these guys around and create more space, and you have every possibility. So GarageBand, for my students and for me, and it's the best practicing tool, I think. Cool, let's move on. Okay, guys. I got a little bit overexcited there about GarageBand, just because I like it to practice with it so much. But obviously, you can't compare that to play with real jazz records and drumless recordings and stuff. It's two completely different things. And I'll talk about these things in a while. Okay, cool down, Dave. Cool down. And I like to kind of think of different kinds of play-alongs. First, the actual play-alongs that comes with some drum books or drum DVDs. Some of those are really good. A few honorable mentions are, of course, the John Riley books and play-alongs. The first book looks like this, The Art of Bop Drumming. Has like 5 tunes in different tempos, 1 ballad, 1 super fast song. It's really good music. And we have the tunes in this book, if you can see, beyond bop drumming. Also great tunes. One of them, the second one, I think, Speed Bumps Ahead. That's actually really tricky with much stuff. And I won't play these for you because YouTube is full of drummers playing these songs, which is really cool, but I felt like that's already been done. So, in the recent years, Jazz Heaven has published a bunch of really good drum DVDs. Eric Harland's DVD is really cool. It includes some songs that are not easy. And I'll play a short segment from the song North Star for you right now. It starts in 9. It comes apart in 11. I won't play so much at all of. And the last part is kind of in 3/4 and 4/4 at the same time. So hope you like that one. And I hope to do a definitive version of this song to put up sometime in the near future. Okay. Okay, this DVD, Ralph Peterson's DVD, also has some really cool tunes to play along with charts and everything. There's a really fun bebop tune and that kind of stuff. So I recommend these two, Eric Harland and Ralph Peterson's Jazz Heaven DVDs. Okay, and of course I bought them. So I like to actually, I think that Jazz Heaven is such an amazing initiative, so I'd like to support them in every way I can. Okay. Now it gets interesting, because one of the best ways to play along to stuff is to use drumless recordings. And I have a bunch of records. I'll only play to a few of them right now. Okay, let's see if I can remember. There's a great record with Charlie Hayden and Kenny Barron. Night and the City looks like this. It's amazing. There's a great record with Ron Carter and Jim Hall that I can't remember its name right now, but it looks like this. Beautiful record. There's this record, if you can see, maybe not, but it's called Angel Song with Kenny Wheeler, Dave Holland on bass. This is kind of the more open European ECM type of jazz. It's such a great record and very good to play drums to and try that kind of style. Okay, what have we got else? This one. Kind of a new record. Dave Holland and Kenny Barron, The Art of Conversation. I saw this group in Sweden about a year ago. It was amazing concert. And I did not miss the drums at one moment. And I'll play a short segment for you. Oh, there's a song called Segment here. I forgot. Okay, but I'll play a short segment from In Walked Bud, the Thelonious Monk song. Okay, when I played this song, I kind of pretended that I was new in the group and I didn't want to do too much. So I tried to just keep the groove and make the music feel good. So I think when you play to Drumless recordings, think about the approach that you would have if you play this for real. One other thing, when playing to this kind of stuff, for a long time I kind of just played to the music, which was great because I learned the feeling of of jazz. But it was when I started to learn the form of the song of every tune I played to that I think things started to happen. So challenge yourself to always know where you are in the form on every single tune you play along to. That's the way to go. Okay, there's another record that looks like this, and this is like, as we speak, I think this is the coolest stuff ever. It's Clark Terry and Red Mitchell on bass, Clark Terry on trumpet and bass record, and it's so amazing to play along to. And here's an important thing. One other reason why I didn't do so much when I played to the Kenny Barron record was that the piano covers so much sound. So as a drummer, I don't want to interfere too much with the piano's soundscapes. But when I played to the Clark Terry and Red Mitchell record, there is no harmonic instrument. No piano, no guitar. So as a drummer, I can feel more free to do stuff. In this clip, I probably do way too much, but just to show, to have fun. Sometimes I like to put on a play along just to try stuff and have fun. I would probably do a little bit less on a gig. Maybe. Okay. And I do some metric stuff and that kind of thing that is really great to practice to play alongs before you go on the bandstand. So a little segment of it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing with Clark Terry and Red Mitchell, which concludes this lesson. Hope you got a few new inputs what to practice to. If you know about some other great drumless recording, please write it in the comments or something. I'd love to check it out. Okay, that's it for today. And I forgot to mention one thing. I personally definitely play a lot to the jazz, or to records with drummers, of course. Everything from the Miles Davis 50s quintet to free stuff to big band stuff. Anything. A good way to practice two recordings with drummers. Let's say Miles Davis 50s with Philly Joe Jones and drums. Maybe I like to play 4 bars, then listen 4 bars exactly to Philly's ride phrasing and his comping ideas. Then I play 4 bars, then I listen again. That way is a very good way to kind of fast incorporate the vibe of a certain drummer and a certain style. So, and remember, form, and form. See you soon. Bye bye.